What's going on YouTube? It is 1:17 in the morning on May 25th, 2009 is technically Monday. I had just got done watching the replay of TNA Sacrifice tonight, and I do have to say that TNA has done with the past few shows. Honestly, they've not been that good, but the pay-per-view has made up for that fact, I guess you could say. So let's get right to it. Once again, I am using NoDQ.com to go through the matches as they went on, to kind of give you a review and a recap of the show. Opening match was very entertaining. We had the Motor City Machine Guns along with Sheik Abdul-Bashir versus Lethal Consequences with Eric Young. Now, once again, you got 6 X Division guys here in this match, and they just, once again, amazing from the X Division guys here. Lethal Consequences and Eric Young pick up the victory. Sheik Abdul-Bashir went to grab the ropes to keep from, I believe it was Jay Lethal, to rolling him up in a pin. The referee kicks his arms from the ropes, which leads to Jay Lethal pinning Sheik Abdul-Bashir. Jay Lethal's attire was that similar to Macho Man's early WrestleMania days attire, which I thought worked pretty well for him. So Lethal Consequences, Eric Young pick up the victory there. A lot of high-flying moves here, a lot of tag team moves here. Just overall a great opener in my opinion. Now we have our next match is our first ever Knockouts Monsters Ball match with Taylor Wilde taking on Daphne. I am following Daphne, Taylor Wilde, and Awesome Kong, all 3 on Twitter. So I definitely let them know that they've done a great job tonight in their matches. Honestly, when it comes to the TNA Knockouts, I think the wrestling overall is much better than a majority of the WWE Divas. Don't get me wrong, there are some of the WWE Divas that do a great job wrestling, but as far as TNA goes, they have an overall, honestly, they have an overall better tag team and women's division in TNA than they do in WWE right now, as well as kind of the high flyer cruiserweights in TNA is overall better than WWE. So, but we have Taylor Wilde versus Daphne in the first ever Knockouts Monsters Ball match. Women's swinging weapons. What can you say? Taylor Wilde picks up the victory after Taylor Wilde counters a move from Daphne onto the trash can for the 3 count. Taylor Wilde and Daphne done a great job with not only the wrestling but the hardcore aspect of the match itself. After the match, we see Dr. Stevie get in Abyss's face, wanting him to chokeslam Taylor Wilde on the thumbtacks. Lauren comes out. Looks like Stevie's going to attack Lauren. Abyss gets mad, chokeslams Dr. Stevie onto the thumbtacks, and we'll probably set up maybe a Dr. Stevie versus Abyss match from here. Next match we have is for the X Division Championship, Christopher Daniels versus Suicide. Now, Motor City Machine Guns come out and distract Christopher Daniels. I believe it was Alex Shelley hit a move on Suicide. Christopher Daniels climbs in, pins Suicide, gets a 3 count. Looks like that was going to be the end of the match, which I wasn't going to be too happy with, honestly. But Daniels basically sees the replay and looks at I believe it was Rudy Charles, the referee. I'm pretty sure that's who the referee was, but basically says he wants the 5 more minutes for Suicide to basically for this match to end in a good way, not from outside interference. So basically, if If Daniels does not pin Suicide within the 5 minutes, Suicide retains the X Division title. So it was kind of weird of how it worked out, because originally you thought Daniels won, but apparently he didn't want to win that fashion, so Suicide was still technically champion. I'm not sure, but Suicide does retain the X Division title. Once again, great match from the X Division guys.